Hello everyone, this is Simon Stevens from Inception Designs, and in this video I'm going to be showing you our Inception Designs Universal Hammer. So this hammer is designed to be compatible with all autocockers and all snipers. It doesn't matter if they're a full body gun or if they're a mid-block gun. The one hammer will work with all of them. This is set up as a heavy hammer design. So the hammer itself weighs approximately 47 grams. It's made of stainless steel. It's polished, so it's very smooth. It has a channel cut in the top of it so that will work with any mid-block or half-block style autococker or sniper paintball gun. It has a chamfered hammer lug. Hopefully you can see that. We'll try and get that in focus. So it's a square style lug, but with just a tiny little edge chamfer. Come on, autofocus. Come on. Oh, it's not going to focus. Oh, there we go. So there you go. So you can see there's just a slight little chamfer. That actually allows you to have a very light, but very short trigger pull. It's a little more on the crisp side. We also have a 1032 threaded hole in the bottom here, which is to allow you to put a nylon set screw in there and tighten up on the cocking rod, which installs from the back of the hammer. There is a 1032 threaded hole in the back of the hammer, which is where the cocking rod will screw in. Yeah, the autofocus is having fun today because everything's shiny. Okay, so I'll show you inside. We actually have a few nice little features. I'll get my 330 seconds Allen key out. Now, this plug, I'll take the set screw out from inside here. If you are building a gun with a cocking rod, you need to make sure that the set screw that goes in the back is a 1/8 set screw. Our original run of hammers came with a 1/4 inch set screw, but you actually want to change that out for the 1/8 set screw. We have those available. And then inside the back, it's not going to come out easily because of the threads. But inside the hammer, there's actually a little urethane plug inside that hole. So when the set screw actually is tightened down, it pushes on that urethane plug, and that causes friction on the hammer lug. So it means that when you tighten this down nicely in the back of the gun, and you can just do that by putting the Allen key through the IVG in the back of the gun, it actually tightens the urethane plug against the hammer lug, so the hammer lug never comes loose. And you can set the tension on that. And what's great about that is you can adjust that tension while the hammer is actually in the gun, simply by pushing the Allen key through the IVG in the back of the gun. And then you adjust your hammer lug very conventionally with a 1/8 Allen key through the top. When you're installing a cocking rod in the back of this hammer, you screw it in. You make sure you've got a 1/8 Allen key, 1/8 set screw inside there. You screw your cocking rod in, and then you can actually, through this hole, and this can be accessed from the slot in the bottom of the gun body through the hammer slot. You put your set screw in and you tighten that against the cocking rod to make sure the cocking rod will never get loose. And you can, again, by how much you tighten this, set how much tension there is on the cocking rod. I like to lock it down. You don't need to be able to move cocking rods with our new IVG, so it makes it real easy. So that can be set up. You can put the Allen key through the hammer slot into the nylon set screw and lock down on the cocking rod. So it's a very simple part. Because of the way we've actually machined this and we made the slot slightly longer, this moves the cocking point back on guns like the Empire Sniper and the Empire Resurrection. And it means they cock once the bolt's cleared the breech, which is better to avoid short stroking. The other nice thing about this is because it's 47 grams, it's heavier. You can actually run a much lighter mainspring, and you can run your IVG flush on the back of the gun, so you get better performance. Running a lighter mainspring means your pump stroke is lighter on a pump gun. If you're using an autococker, running a lighter mainspring means you can run a lower LPR pressure. And if you turn down your LPR pressure on an autococker, that actually reduces the force on the O-rings on the three-way and makes your trigger pull lighter as well. So there are many benefits to running a heavy hammer that allows you to run a lighter mainspring. We've also found that running a heavier hammer And a lighter mainspring often leads to a more consistent gun because the mass of the hammer overcomes friction in the lower tube much better than a lighter hammer does with a stronger mainspring. So you end up with a gun that shoots more consistently. Then you can run that closer to the velocity limit. When the closer you run to the velocity limit, the greater energy in the projectile, in the paintball. So you get greater range, and you get greater accuracy, and your paintballs are more likely to break on people. So there's a lot of advantages to running a heavier hammer in your paintball gun. And this universal hammer will literally work in any autococker or sniper. Doesn't matter whether it's WGP or whether it's Empire. Doesn't matter if it's old or new. This one hammer is compatible with absolutely any setup. And again, it works with a full body via the cocking rod, or it works with a mid-block or half block via the cocking slot on the back. So that one hammer covers everything. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to learn more about Inception products, or you'd like to learn more about technical side of paintball or about history of paintball, please subscribe to our channel by clicking down below. Let me know in the comments what you think about this product. If you've got one in your gun, if it made any difference, how your gun is set up. And appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot, guys.